Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Joseph P. Larkin. How are you doing today? It looks like you're you're doing okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm officially 1 year older right now. Today's my birthday.
Holy crap.
Can you
Well,
believe it? I'm
luckily,
still alive. I
uh,
survived the last year of living near Indians without killing myself or killing others. That's a real accomplishment. But yeah, today's my birthday. And, as you get older, your birthday means less and less.
oh yeah,
Because
for
because
sure.
I had thought like, oh, I'm gonna do something nice for myself. I'm gonna go on a long hike in Simi Valley and then go get a nice steak meal. And then my sister sent me a box full of snacks from Amazon, and I just ate that instead. I was just like, fuck it. I'm not driving to Simi Valley on my birthday. I'm just gonna eat little these little containers, these tiny little stacks of Pringles while I watch a bunch of different movies, that's what I did. Watched a bunch of movies in bed today with my cat, and it was awesome. It was like the best birthday in years because I literally didn't go out and see literally anyone. I might
Oh,
go
that's
get some
cool.
alcohol after this, but dude, I'm telling you, like, I started the birthday off right because yesterday I got 2 free grams of weed from the dispensary. I was like, I don't even have to go to the dispensary for my birthday. They
Hmm.
already hooked me up, and I can go. I could go. I could go buy some malt liquor after
Yeah.
this. After we podcast, and go smoke my 2 free grams of fucking weed, dude. I telling you, it's so hard to quit smoking because they just keep giving me free weed. And I remember last year at this time, I was trying to give it away, and I couldn't. I just don't have any friends that smoke weed anymore. I don't have any
Yeah.
more friends, so I was like, over time, I just slowly but surely have been smoking this weed that I get for free. Let me
Hmm.
talk about the movies I watched though, because that's more interesting to these people that watch our show than my weed intake. I want you guys to know
Yeah.
that like this has been a long process of quitting. Like it's a struggle. You guys do not know how bad I was 10 years ago. I was smoking like 5 grams a day or something. It was psycho shit. So the
Damn.
fact that I would only be smoking, I mean, I'm not going to smoke 2 full grams tonight, but the fact that it's even down that far is really impressive. Even if I smoked 2 grams, it would still be 3 grams less than I used to smoke every single day. So anyway, so people that tell you that
Jeez.
this is not addictive, is it? They're liars. They're lying to you. They're in denial about their own addiction. Trust me on this. It's
Hmm.
addictive. It's like real fucking addictive. In fact, the last good birthday I had was when they re-released the Talking Heads movie Stop Making Sense, and I went and saw it on my birthday at the IMAX. And this was when I started really moving away from smoking and this is even before I hurt my blood circulation. I was moving away from smoking and just doing edibles. And I ate
Hmm.
that edible and sat in the IMAX, and there was like no one in there, and I was like, God damn, this is awesome. It really was a great birthday.
Right.
But
Yeah.
let me tell you about the movies I saw today, though, because there's some good ones on TV right now. I
Okay.
want I watched one called Runaway with Tom Selleck, which I enjoyed, even though it was very stupid. Tom Selleck should have been a way bigger star. I don't know what happened with this guy's career that he ended up doing TV. He's doing TV commercials now, for fuck's sake, for like the last 5 years. He's been doing a fucking
Yeah.
commercial for reverse mortgage loans, which are just a way to steal boomers' houses from out from under them.
I know it's so bad.
I mean, boomers are just getting fucked left and right. I think this is why they're so stupid. Is that they really are like they were all for the Hart Celler Act of 1965, so they could have someone to cut some brown person to come in and cut their lawn for them, and now they have to live in the the killing fields of their decisions, let's say, because
Right.
now it's all Indians stealing their pensions, stealing their social security, and they're taking it with via vis-a-vis gift cards. That's how dumb the boomers are and how sheltered they were. They're actually sending these fucking Indians Google Play gift cards with all of their pension on it. Like that's just a
Eh,
mind fuck to me, man. Talk about poetic justice. Like you
yeah.
destroyed your children's future, so now your future's fucked too.
Some of them are Apple gift cards, They
Yeah,
diversify.
yeah, dude. That's why I thought it was funny when they stole mine and they just got a Spotify account. It's like, God damn, you guys are low rent. This is what you did with my money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, give me a break, dude. Spotify's a scam. That's why I buy CDs still. Like, you can't find half of this shit on Spotify. So I would. That's such a funny purchase because it's such an obvious thing. I would never ever buy to the point where I should have got a letter from the bank. Like immediately, I should have got a text message like, "You joined Spotify? What the fuck? I thought you liked music."
I know.
I, anyway, Runaway is a fun movie because it's about the future, but the future is now because it's about how they have all these like personal robots that go on the fritz, and then Tom Selleck has to go in there and fix the robot or kill it or fight it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty fun. Gene Simmons is the villain, which I feel is appropriate because he is the villain of humanity. Gene
Right.
Simmons is a bad person, and Kiss sucks. I don't care if you like them. Ironically, they suck. They always did
Right.
suck too. They're gay as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it was weird because there's so many scenes in these movies, these older movies, that are predicting the future. They were showing us what it's going to be like, even on Star Trek or Get Smart. This guy's talking to you on a phone on his watch. That's like that's common here. That's like common now. No one even cares if you see that on the street, even
I
though it's
know.
insane that you can. It's insane that you could do that. You can have a conversation on your watch, or like seeing all these weird iPad precursors in these
Mm-hmm.
movies of people using iPads and talking to each other via FaceTime on the iPad. I'm talking in 1984. This is so long ago, and yet
Right.
it's just commonplace now. So that alone was interesting to watch, even if the story was terrible. I was still fascinated by the way the technology was shown. What
Mm-hmm.
were the other movies I watched? Damn, my memory is so bad. This happened today, dude. This happened hours ago, and I don't remember.
Wow.
Who cares? Fuck it. I don't know.
Well, I have a video to play for you about the that might make you feel better about certain things.
Hmm.
With Indians, though, well, they don't assimilate. They don't integrate to the culture. But wouldn't you argue that they're the most non-problematic minority in the country right now?
No, I would say they're actually the most problematic.
Why is that?
If you look at all the truck drivers, they're all Indian right now. All the Indians own the gas stations. They have a strong in-group bias, but they're not smart enough to do like high-level scams. So just buy up all the gas stations, start driving trucks. They've killed plenty of Americans already from these truck accidents, where you could just keep retaking the trucking test over and over again, and they eventually pass somehow, and they don't know how to drive. Truckers say they're washing their ass and their feet in the sinks. I mean, they're just very unhygienic people. Their culture is completely different from Western culture, and they just they can't assimilate here.
Yeah, they can't. And then I love how he does this disingenuous look where he's like, I don't know about
Yeah.
that. It's like this has been in the fucking news for at least 6 months now. These truck driving accidents. I hate them. I'm tired of them. They're perfect liberals because they immediately do the same shit liberals do, where they pretend like they don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Huh? Are you?
What?
Isn't it funny that the power cut out when I was talking about Jews? Doesn't that isn't that
Mhm.
interesting how the internet always cuts out when I start talking about Jews? But I just thought it was funny that they bleep the word Jews while
Mhm.
on a minute long tirade about Indians, which is not censored in any way. Indians should look at the Jews and see something like that and go, oh wait, they hate us too. We're not their friends. They're just being used as a bioweapon. But
Mhm.
yeah, you can't have a conversation with a liberal because they always do that stuff. They're what the point of that is not just to destroy the discussion, but it's also to force you into saying something racist to get the point across, which almost
Right.
no one ever does. No one's ever dumb enough to fall for it. So I'd love it that they keep they keep using this technique. I do feel like they must all be like trained by some kind of communist organization because they all do the same fucking techniques. It's unbelievable. It's like, are you part of the KGB? How do you even know to do that naturally? And they've been doing it like this since the 60s. Since the
Yeah.
beginning, Dean.
Well, there is a handbook. It's called the Rules for Radicals is the name of the book, and it was written by um, a Jewish radical.
Ooh, I'm gonna bleep
Um,
that. Don't say that.
well, that's what he goes by. Anyway,
I gotta bleep it anyway, dude. You can't say Jews. You can't say
Sure.
Jews when you're talking about what they do, which they brag about
Mhm.
doing all the time. You're not allowed to talk about the fact that they are doing it, which they have bragged about doing since 2,000 years ago before Christ and stuff. They never flip the record over, man. Same
No.
techniques forever. So fucking tedious. Speaking of Jews, I have to say this. I almost wanted to write you like heartfelt text or something. So this weekend, me and Chris finally finished the Patreon, the Patreon commentary for the Louis C.K. documentary. I think the Louis C.K. documentary is like an hour and 26 minutes. Meanwhile, we recorded about 4 hours, maybe 3.5 hours of material about Louis C.K. But man, I was like really bummed out watching this. Part 2 was not pleasant at all, enjoyable at all. It was so fucking depressing. I literally had to watch 2 days worth of Weird Al bootlegs to get out of the depression because it was just brutal. Like when I mean, fuck, to see the way that my ex-girlfriend turned out was so bad. I mean, Jesus Christ, even my life is better. Like everyone would agree that my life is better, even though I complain about it every week. If you just saw what she looks like now. I mean, alcoholism is a motherfucker because she's 5 years younger than me and looks 10 years older now. I couldn't get over it. I still can't get over it. In my mind, she's a 22-year-old girl forever. She's not this old bitch with droopy tits and fucking gray hair and a faggot for a mate. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She has a mate, and he's a fag. He's a gay dude that lives with her.
Yeah. Dude,
and
it
no
was really
career
bad.
at all, dude. Listen, Chris, that bitch was supposed to be famous. She has a Wikipedia entry, and now there's just nothing. The fact that she has like that fat guy is not even part of the comedy scene. She has, I guarantee that she has even less friends in the comedy scene than I do after that Louis C.K. documentary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guarantee it.
I know it was done by New York Times originally, right? I believe.
Dude, but this is the thing. Like, it doesn't matter that no one watched it. Louis crushed it so thoroughly. He crushed the movie and he crushed everyone associated with it. None of those people have careers anymore. And like I said, dude, when we were watching, I was like, Michael Ian Black didn't even say anything bad. He just participated, and that's enough that we haven't seen him on TV in years.
Right.
It's fucking crazy. And the worst thing is that, man, that must have been made in like 2020 or something. So her life's even worse now. She looks older. The tits are droopy. Like, she didn't have big tits. So it's so weird to see how droopy they got. Like, what the fuck? I hate you, Time. I hate Father Time. I want to fucking punch his lights out, dude. I'm gonna punch your clock, motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do to Father Time. I just can't believe it, dude. I was watching it like it's the same hateful personality, but it's inside of a turtle's body.
My goodness.
I am going to get alcohol after this because even just talking about it is making me feel sad. I don't want to be sad on my birthday. But Chris, I barely have any gray hair. I still have a big red beard. I'm older than her. What, dude? Alcohol is so bad. Maybe I shouldn't go get any more. Maybe I shouldn't have any tonight.
Dude, I watched it, and it bummed me out too. Like, I felt weird afterwards. We got through it, but I was like, man, I just feel drained watching this documentary.
Dude, at the end, there was a certain point at the end where I just started talking over it as loud as I could. I was like, I can't listen to these people and their crybaby stories anymore. It's like, I got problems of my own, man. This is too sad for words. Like, the fact that she had a ventriloquist dummy on display. She had that fucking dummy on display in her house in New Orleans, and I thought I threw it away. I couldn't believe she still had it. That alone is like, God, you just never grew up. You're old, but you're not a woman. You're a child in an old lady's droopy titted body. And that just hurts. But the best scene of the whole thing, and I don't think I highlighted this enough, which is why I brought this crap up to begin with, was when she goes, my most prized possession is this painting I bought of Woody Allen from the 6th Street Goodwill. We used to go to that Goodwill all the time. And I was like, oh my God, she still goes to the 6th Street Goodwill, but also no self-awareness, zero self-awareness. And I feel like the producers of that movie put it in there as a like, fuck you, like you have some self-awareness. Like you are complaining about a guy who jacks off in front of women while lionizing a guy who fucks children. Like, get a fucking clue.
And they made the connection in the movie where they talked about, I think Manhattan, and then Louis C.K.'s "I Love You, Daddy."
I think we talked about
Or
that.
we
We
talked
were
about that.
please. The New York Times isn't as smart as we are. We talked about that shit, which it was just a total. It's a total ripoff of Manhattan. God damn.
He emulated him, I guess, up to the point of like the child stuff. But other than that, he emulated him pretty good.
Well, the other thing I wanted to say, as I was thinking about too today, laughing about, is that I went and looked at some closed female nude male porn. I just needed to confirm that it wasn't as weird as Louis made it to be. And sure as shit, I'm serious, guys. Okay, so I learned when we were watching that video. I guess I should explain what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I learned. I learned from watching that video that Louis didn't just ask for permission to jack off in front of his women. He would get totally naked to jack off in front of them. I.e., his fetish is this thing called CFNM, clothed female nude male. The girl is totally dressed, and then the guy is like either jacking off or maybe he gets a blowjob from the girl or whatever. But it's pretty tame compared to regular porn. It's as tame as it gets. No penetration. I had thought from looking at these videos in the past that the fetish was based on the idea that you got caught by someone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That you were attracted to, and so you're overcoming the embarrassment or whatever by watching this porn of people getting caught naked, totally naked, and then the women just sit and watch. The fact that he turned this into something that is just gross and dirty is really interesting to me, because it really is the tamest shit you can find porn wise. There's barely even any nudity in it. Like, you don't see the women naked. You don't really see. So the fact that he weaponized that, it says a lot, but it also says to me that he's doing way worse shit in his private life. This is just the one little nugget of truth that he tossed out, so we won't notice that he also likes to fuck children and stuff like his hero Woody Allen does.
Right, yeah. Allegedly. I mean, legally.
Fuck that shit. I love how Louis C.K. just all he does is copy other people. He copies George Carlin in his comedy, stand-up comedy, and then he copies Woody Allen in his dumb fucking movies. Pathetic little fucking weasel. You unoriginal nothing little faggot. Fuck you, man. Fuck you for real though. Like you don't have an original bone in your body. And I never saw any of this is the other thing I wanted to point out, which I forgot to say on the other podcast, is that he allowed that documentary to use his own footage from his special. It ain't from HBO. He owns those specials. He's the only one who could give permission to show it. And the audacity, because the special is him coming out in front of a gigantic neon sign that says sorry. He's totally making fun of his victims. And then he goes up there and just talks about how he has a fetish. Oh, so my fetish is I like to ask. He all he does is lie and creates this illusion that he was asking for permission the whole time, which I assure you he fucking was not doing that.
No, not everybody. Some people he did, but some people he didn't.
Also, there's another thing about watching a guy, like, at least if he was wearing clothes, that would be almost less gross. I don't know why the fact that him being totally nude really gets under my skin. I mean, like, he's gross. Why he, like, you're gross, dude. You're gross. Jen Kirkman is not gross. Why wouldn't you want Jen Kirkman naked instead of you? You're gross. Even right now, Jen Kirkman looks better than you. Even right now, my ex-girlfriend looks better than you, bro. She looks young and effervescent compared to you.
Oh, he's gotten worse too. He's got this weird like the neck beard type shit. Where it's like he doesn't trim it, so it looks like all bad.
Yeah, I
And
love it
it's
when
he
I love it when ugly people double down on their ugliness. But yeah, I mean, I don't
yeah.
know what you would have to do to make Louis C.K. attractive. I would definitely put him in suits all the time, fitted suits,
Yeah.
so you can't see how fucking fat he is. He's going out on the street, going out on stage, wearing a black sweatshirt, so we can see your fucking belly rolls. That's not really a good move. I don't know. I don't understand how
Right.
these people get to the top the top echelon of Hollywood and have zero style and no personality. Like, who the fuck signed off on this? Like, and that was weird too, because when they were showing the hate tweets that Megan got, I actually was feeling pretty bad for her. I was like, man, that's exactly what happened to me, Megan. Yeah, well, because of you. little poetic justice
Justice.
there. But the difference is that I knew they were just talking shit to me. They weren't threatening to rape me and stuff like that. So I knew they were just talking with me. With Megan, I don't know. I feel like they would have acted on it if they could. She just is such a hateful person that nobody likes her, dude. In fact, people were like, because when she made stories up about me, people were like, "That's terrible. We hate that guy." When she made up stories about Louis C.K., they were like, "He's not so bad." Yeah, maybe we should rethink that Joseph guy. You're wrong about Louis for sure. It's the one time she was right. I have such weird feelings about it because I found myself feeling way too much empathy for someone as evil as she is. I just felt so bad for her. I was like, man, you had the golden goose in your lap and you just strangled the fuck out of it for no reason at all. That's crazy, dude. It's the same thing I was ranting about with Star Wars this past week because there's going to be the new. It's been on my mind because they're going to re-release the first one next year, and I'm kind of excited because it's not going to be cut up. It's going to be the actual original version.
Yeah, the theatrical version.
And I have to say, I'm kind of interested to see the theaters just so we can see how much better it is compared to the crap they've released in the last 15 years. They've made it a point to, the fact that this movie with the baby Yoda failed as bad as it did is a real testament to what fuck ups these people are. Because people loved baby Yoda. It was the only fucking Star Wars thing in fucking 25 years or whatever that people liked. People loved this Yoda, and no one went to see Yoda on this big adventure. That's so fucking interesting to me. I just don't get it.
Well, they've ruined the golden goose, if you will. They put too much stuff in that just wasn't the original ideas, and that's fine. You can do that, but the stories have to be good. So instead of making the stories good, they added characters that people just didn't like. They added characters that was going against what the original idea of Star Wars was, which is just it's a soap opera in space. Don't put any messages in it. Don't make it any modern in any way. It's this soap opera that happens.
Well, actually, Chris, the Force is supposed to be about Hinduism. It's apparently more about a religious metaphor than anything. I'm just kidding. I hate it when people do that, though. It's like, no, motherfucker, it's about robots and giant dogs. No fucking religion at all in this fucking movie.
Do you know Kyle Dunnigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does this really funny character where he talks about he never saw the movie Star Wars, but he read the book, and he's like, oh, yeah, I imagine Chewbacca as a giant dog, and it's just super funny because he's a super nerdy guy. But anyway, yeah, you reminded me.
But isn't that what Chewbacca is though? A big dog, right?
Technically, yeah. But
let me ask you this though: they could have just stole ideas that Lucas threw away and made good stuff with, because they never made the planet full of Chewbaccas, which would have been cool as fucking shit. Who doesn't want to see that? I want to see those big motherfuckers fighting other big motherfuckers, and they can do that now. It's computer technology, and they just refuse. They're like, I mean, dude, even introducing a female Chewbacca would be cool. I'll work within your fucking parameters of political correctness. Have him be a big black guy. I don't give a fuck. But the point is that there should be a whole planet full of them, and I want to see them fight, not little bears. God damn it! Is that so hard to ask for? I don't want to see any more babies. No baby Ewoks. No fucking baby Yodas. But dude, that Yoda was a cash a cash printing machine because it was
Yeah.
the one character in Star Wars that girls liked besides Princess Leia, which they can't lean on because she's dead.
Well, yeah, she passed away. Yeah. So yeah, they ruined that because I think they let the show go on too long, and so it killed, or maybe it didn't. It like had can canceled, or it stopped airing maybe, and then by the time the movie came out, people had already kind of forgotten because people are very cyclical. So they need to have like if it's not within their short term memory, they might not go these days. Like the way people consume media is very different than it used to be. Whereas I think in the past there was more rabid fan bases. They when the movies weren't around, they'd read up on other like they'd have other people write stories to keep the stuff going, to keep them excited. Whereas I don't think that happens these days. I think everything's too commercialized, so there's not going to be like some third party writing stories to keep people hyped for the next thing. So Kathleen. Well, it's no longer Kathleen Kennedy. I don't know who it is now, but the machine that is that star. They spent $1 billion, didn't they, to get that? Like at least 1 billion, maybe more, to get Star Wars.
I feel like it was more, dude. And then they totally drove it into the ground. There's no way they made any money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but dude, when you see like the theater returns for this new Star Wars, it's really shocking. I can't believe it because even the other ones that people hated, they still stayed popular for a couple weeks.
Went. Yeah, people at least went in the opening weekend, but not with these. Just because I think they've killed all the goodwill. Disney just has ruined a lot of its goodwill amongst not just like people about politics, but I think it just the fans in general are just annoyed with Disney because everything's a remake. Everything's has to be part of an IP. It's like nothing's truly original. Like the last good Star Wars thing I think that they made was that Rogue One. I don't know if you remember that one, where it was the story in between. It was a story right before A New Hope starts, basically. Spoiler alert if anyone hasn't seen it, but you know what I mean. Like,
Who's the guy? Is that the one with Han Solo in it?
There's no Han Solo.
Okay.
It's all these characters that you don't know until like the end when they connect it to the first Star Wars movie, the very original. I mean, not the first, but the fourth technically. It's all whatever. But they, it's the story about how the plans got to Princess Leia. Basically.
Okay, well that's cool. Like the one thing that they do that's annoying me is they keep destroying the characters we did like. Like they keep putting Jabba the Hutt in these fucking movies, and it's like I don't care anymore. He's dead. We saw him die. We don't care. I don't care about his origin.
Yeah.
I want to see him when he was less fat. And didn't have any slave women in bikinis. No, thank you.
No, thanks. Those are the only parts I liked about him. But let's see. Should we do this? It's a certain time of month, or it's the certain month. Do you want to dive into this? All right.
Always good to share a birthday with faggotry.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny that
individual and collective.
I just want to say I think it's really funny that I'm a Gemini, and Gemini are the twins, and they're considered the crazy astrological sign. So of course, faggots share my astrology sign with their holiday. How do they not have dicks and balls that are big enough to not? This hurts, right? Sitting like this should hurt your ass for sure. I guess this is what being a fag is all about. You can sit on big uncomfortable rocks, and it's not as bad as what you did last night.
As a queer sick man, it's about authenticity. It's about boldness and impact.
You are a sick
and
man,
challenging
queer.
the exclusionary norms, molding resilience, and remembering that our true self is the greatest power that we have. I'm so excited to welcome all of your beautiful faces to Queen's.
Okay.
Indians showing their true nature, the fucking fags that they are.
They Sikh, but yeah, similar.
They're the same to me. They're just Indians holding knives.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
They really make me seek. Anyway, sorry. I had
seek and destroy every fucking one of them.
Yeah.
I'm tired, dude. A whole month dedicated to butt
Right.
fucking. Give me a break. And this is once a year.
Yeah. It's worse than that because it's not just that part, but it's also if you notice, it's all about your true self. Me. It's a me.
It
month.
is very selfish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're always talking about themselves.
Yeah.
They're so fucking self-absorbed. I hate them. I hate this month. This month sucks. I'm tired of seeing faggots everywhere. I'm over it, dude. You like to have butt sex. Big fucking deal. Really think about yourself and what a nothing you are. You're walking around having parades for the fact that you suck dick. That's pathetic. I don't see prostitutes going out and having a fucking parade. They're ashamed of it like they should be.
Right.
What's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you? And any comic that ever, like, because I would always, when I used to have friends in comedy, I would get invited to go to the fucking Pride Parade. I was like, what are you, crazy? Why would I ever want to go there? Where's my parade? Where's the fucking parade for guys that collect records? Why can't I have a parade? That's a more difficult hobby than getting butt fucked. I'm not even gay and I can still get my dick sucked with ease. I don't have to do any work. I assure you, finding some of these records was a lot harder. Where's my fucking parade? I want a parade.
Yeah, there's no app where you meet somebody around the corner and get a record.
No.
But there is an app for getting your dick sucked.
Yeah, for real, dude. It's nonsense. It's outrageous. Listen, I'll put it to you this way. I've turned down getting my dick sucked. I've never turned down a free record. Even if I don't like it, the band, if it's free, I'll fucking listen to it.
At least once.
Why not? It's free.
Yeah.
But dick on the other hand, because I used to think when I was younger and more naive, I was like, well, you could get a blowjob from a guy. You just close your eyes and pretend it's a girl. But let me tell you, you'll never forget that it's a guy down there. You know what I mean? Like, that's a guy. I don't care if he's wearing a wig. I don't care if he's wearing makeup. I don't care if he passes. He's a guy, and you're going to feel like a fucking loser for doing that. And you should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's what Norm has to say about this month.
This gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," you know. And so I was saying that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know. It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered. I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock. You know? He can't get enough cock in his mouth, his ass, his kid's always cock. I got a picture of the boy here sucking another man's cock. I want to see.
One of the best.
Yeah, that's amazing. Bits. That's amazing, dude. For once in his life, Dennis Miller was speechless. He couldn't say anything in retort. Mm-hmm. That's the same episode too. I remember watching it live when I was a young person. It's the same one where David Spade comes out and he just accuses David Spade of being gay the entire time. And he is gay. David Spade is such a fag. He doesn't fight back at all. He just takes it. That's the brilliance of Norm, is that he was so funny and so right on target that no one could argue with him. When they tried, like, one of my favorite clips is the one where he's telling Barbara Bush that Bill Clinton was a murderer. He is a murderer. Think about all the bombs he's dropped and stuff. Like, I don't understand why people, like normal people, don't ever think about this stuff, that the guy you vote for president dictates who lives and dies in the country. They dictate whether or not your kid gets drafted into war. They dictate whether there is a war or not. They're monsters. All your elected officials are fucking monsters. And I know Spencer Pratt's not going to win, but I wonder how quickly he'll turn on the city when they start, offering him money. How about a new How about a new house, Spencer? You've been homeless for a year. How about a new house? That could be enough. It was enough to get him to run for office. It might be enough for him to sell out too. But he will. Right, they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not bad when they get to Washington, D.C., they turn bad when they get there. It's kind of like here in L.A., where most of the friends I have when I first met here are the biggest assholes now, and I don't talk to any of them. The second they got any success, i.e., they got to be on anything. Even someone like, they're all losers. I can't overstate that. Like, they didn't get anything for real. You've never heard of them. Our listeners have never heard of them. You'll never see them on TV or see them in a commercial. Right. They're still assholes. They act like they're the king of the fucking. They think they're king shit of fuck mountain. Got news for you. You're nothing. You're nobody. You're still a guy doing open mics.
We saw that at what was it, the North Hollywood Diner, where that one guy goes up and he's just some guy that I guess he was on TV a long time ago.
He was in a Sandra Bullock movie in 2003. Okay.
Who cares?
Well, we don't care, but to the losers that do comedy that I was just speaking of, the people that do the fucking diner mic, they think that he's a god. They don't understand. Like, no, he didn't do anything. He's not doing it. He's at the diner mic with you. Like, he's a loser. He doesn't get up at this Comedy Store. They don't even know who he is. Like, I at least have the luck of being well known enough to know that I don't get stage time because I'm hated. They don't even know he exists, and he was in a Sandra Bullock movie. That's tragic. That's tragedy untold.
Mm-hmm.
They're all full of shit. But I want to tell you a quick little anecdote. I used to call in my avails every week, and it was always a crapshoot as to whether or not the person who answered the phone would even write them down. That's how sleazy these fuckers are. You have to work very hard to get into the position where you can call in your avails every week, and then there's a ton of people who answer the phone who simply don't write it down. That's what it's like. And so anyway, I remember calling in one week, and the guy who answered, the fat piece of shit, no pussy getting faggot that answered that answered the phone when I called, he's all excited because he's like, man, do you know who just called in before you? I said, no, who? He goes, Michael Richards. And I was like, well, if I was the booker, I'd give him a fucking spot immediately. He did not get a spot. Somehow you can be on the most popular television sitcom of all time and you can't get a spot at the Comedy Store, even though you're an interesting, controversial figure that everyone wants to see do stand-up. I'll fucking leave my house right now and go to the Comedy Store to watch Michael Richards try to do stand-up again. Are you kidding me? Will he say nigger or not? Dude, there's no fucking way in a million fucking years that what's the lady's name who created the Comedy Store? I forgot her name. Mitzi
Shore.
Mitzi would have booked him in a heartbeat. Mitzi would have booked him the week he said nigger at the Laugh Factory. Okay? That's just how that's why she was an amazing savant or comedy savant or whatever. She just knew what to do, and she knew what to do. She knew the wrong thing was the right thing to do.
Right.
And so
comedy.
These pussies at the Comedy Store now won't put Michael Richards up. Like, you kidding me? Anyone would love to see that. I'd love to see that. Dude, the room would be full of black people who want to see it too. In fact, that was the joke I made at the time. I was like, well, fuck, put him up on Crack 'em Up Sundays or Chocolate Sundays or whatever the black show is. Like, listen, you make me cold open the black show. Why the fuck don't you make Michael Richards do it? He said nigger and all. See what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens. See if he gets flustered right at the beginning of the show and calls everyone a nigger. Wouldn't that be amazing? The Comedy Store is like, nah. We have to go put Don Barris up for the fucking 10 millionth time, even though he's just a nothing, a no talent nothing. Fucking dickhead. I can't wait till Jimmy Kimmel gets canceled and he doesn't have a job anymore. Right. And he'll get no more stage time at the store when he has no job there.
True. He I remember, like, he did the show that Jerry and I used to do back in the day, the podcast Jerry and I used to do. He called in and talked about his movie Forever and Windy City Heat, you know, because I guess he was a big part of that. But a lot of people were. So, but
He wasn't even the star of the movie. Some random guy was.
Yeah. But I will say it is a good movie as far as like if you like prank movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one giant prank for like
like you know how they have Jackass. When Don Barris does it, it's called Fat Ass. I hate him. Guys like that are the reason why I hated hanging out at the Comedy Store, because you talk to them all the time and then they would never learn your name. They'd be smoking you out and wouldn't know what your name was and tell you to your face that they don't remember your name while they're handing you a joint. It's like, man, fuck you. How about fuck off? I don't need free. I think, listen, dude, I'm already getting free weed from the dispensary itself, right from the fucking source. I don't need to fucking go to the Comedy Store and smoke weed with Don Barris again.
Right.
Fucking loser, fat ass. And he's a hoarder too. Someone told me about what it's like to go to his house, and it sounds like a horror show. I don't do that. That hoarding stuff really gets under my skin. I mean, I'm saying this as a guy who hoards CDs, but they're in order and they're in alphabetical order and shit. At least it's organized. It's not just piled up on the fucking floor everywhere.
Exactly. I wanted to get this clip on the show because it was super huge this week.
Okay.
I know you saw it. It's comedy related, so.
More women in male-dominated positions. Did you say boo? You booed? You don't think that more women should be in male-dominated positions?
Look at her. She loves him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it require a PhD? So you're saying that women should do... Okay, well, now I'm curious. I really would like, what work?
She actually doesn't have responses, and he was like, "Do you want to do concrete work?" And he actually got a laugh on that.
Got a huge laugh. That's why she's touching her hair like that. She loves this. She would love to fuck this guy. She doesn't even know what he looks like.
Right.
I love it because, well, what she's trying to do is angle him into asking her what does she do for a living besides comedy, so that she can say that she has a PhD or an MFA, whatever bullshit. And then they always love to brag about how they have this PhD, but they don't say that it's in, African dance or some bullshit that is meaningless. I mean, there's a reason why this cunt is working as doing open mics and not working at a hospital or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, we can keep watching it, I
What do you
guess.
think women should do then? Men should do concrete work, okay? Because you like concrete and they need to play with it. I get it.
No, it needs to be done. Yeah. No, it needs to be done so society keeps moving, lady. Anyway.
We should they still do mining?
She's so dumb. It's not funny.
She doesn't even know that they do mining still.
Your watch is made from contents that were mined in Africa, you dumb cunt.
Oh, I did not know that. So you're
I know you
saying
don't know that.
You're trying to get more women in mining or not? Oh, it's up to me. Well, preferably I prefer not to mine because I have a master's degree and I
There you go.
not do that. But I think that if women want to mine, they should be able to go down into the mines to mine.
Look at this guy. This guy right here is drinking a beer
Yeah, that's really cool.
in disgust.
Dude, he won't even look at her. He's looking at the tree on the wall. By the way, what woman decorated the fucking stage? Give me a break with this crap. There's candles on the stage, dude. Like, this is for smell. I hope you guys know it's not for looks.
Do I know this place, Mic Drop Comedy? It sounds familiar, but it
does
just
too.
be
It might be something we've just seen little clips like this from a million times over. Yeah, the women are just not funny. Like, she couldn't handle it at all because there's no argument for her. He's right. No. She knows he's right. No woman wants to go into a mine. That's why it's never happened. No woman's going into a coal mine. Are you saying? Are you serious? We still have mines? Yeah. What do you think the state of West Virginia has been doing for 200 years now? What do you think's going on over there? All those white people going into the mines and getting your coal for you. Get out of here. Yeah. And by the way, that's the best case scenario. Because in Africa, it's children that are going into the mines to get little pieces of metal that you will be using in your cell phone to call that guy a jerk later. This jerk this today. And I'm complaining about it because I want to fuck him. That was something I didn't understand about women when I was younger, is that when they complain to you about a guy, it's because they like that guy and he's competition. You need to watch your fucking back. No woman complains about about Michael Richards or something like that. Like they don't just complain about something they don't care about.
No. There's passion behind it.
I love this too.
Yeah,
look at this.
I know it's all a joke and stuff, but obviously, I think your tweet about this was the best I'd seen, because you were like, well, you don't have to be famous to choke them either.
No, they love being choked by anybody. But the fact that they're being choked by this guy who's a movie star, that's something that'll be on their Facebook profile forever. That'll be their profile pic long after she gets engaged and married to some normal jackass.
And she'll still dream about that moment.
She will dream about Max.
Mads Mikkelsen.
I'm sorry, Mads. Did you ever see his movie it's called Drunkard or something like that? It was on Amazon last year, but it's a movie about him and his three friends do a little it's like a little game at first where they're like, let's see if we can secretly stay drunk all day at work without anyone catching us. And then eventually they all turn into alcoholics and all of their lives turn into shit. It's like it's honestly the weirdest. I think it's called Dunk. I don't remember what it's called. I can't remember because it's in like Swedish or something.
Okay. Those are some fun movies sometimes, and they're also sometimes the creepiest movies. They have a weird sense of like, I mean, they get weird.
It's just European, dude. These are the people that are inviting random strong black males come live in their environment. Hey, come here and don't work. We'll pay for it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything. I love how they lie and say that immigrants built this country. Yeah, right. Why aren't they building it now? It seems to me like they're tearing it down. They're not fucking building anything. I can assure you this right now: no black person built any of the infrastructure here, nor did any fucking Indian, and then no Indian or black person will further build our infrastructure either. Let me point this out for a hot second. Did you ever notice that there's a black Beverly Hills but no white Watts? Do you ever think that maybe black people should stop comparing their non-existent contributions to society to the white people? There's a black Beverly Hills. They're even comparing their nice neighborhoods to white people. It's not a good thing to do. Stop calling each other nigger all the time and stop comparing yourselves to white men. You just aren't in the same fucking class, dude. You could be good at other stuff. Just be good at the other things. Crime, violence, raping. That's what you're good at. You excel at those things.
You're like the Michael Jordan of those things. But I will say, the Black Wall Street, right? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember when they did something and then compared it to white people. I do remember that.
But here's the truth about that. It was never like a Wall Street. It was a few 5 or 6 small businesses. It was a small street of small businesses. That's what it really was. Which that's not nothing. You should be proud that you had a group of small businesses that were all yours. That's great. Why do you have to compare it to something else that was a financial institution that the world recognizes? You don't need to be the same. You're different, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
If we could harness your abilities, that could be a great asset to our country. Instead of just giving you our resources to do nothing, to just piddle around, to just walk around and vandalize stuff. I mean, if you saw what happened in Paris over this fucking soccer game, like, dude,
I saw that.
Did you want me to bring? I don't want to. No, I don't want. I do not want to watch that footage again. It's just upsetting, dude. They were trying to set the fucking Eiffel Tower on fire, for fuck's sake. How can any white,
so you can't.
Dude? I don't know how crazy white people are, but what's it gonna take, dude? What the fuck is it gonna take for you to wake the fuck up, dude? What's it gonna take? How many of your children need to be raped? How many of your fucking sons need to get stabbed on the fucking train? So getting stabbed on the train while you go to work to pay for their ability to just sit on the train all day and stab people, dude. The number, because I've ridden public transportation everywhere. I would see the same black people on the same red line train in Chicago on the L. They were always on the train no matter what time I went in there. They never went to work. They never fucking, I don't know. How long does this have to go on? This is in my lifetime I've had to see this shit. All my lifetime, I've seen this. What's it going to take for these dumb motherfuckers to wake the fuck up?
I don't know if it'll happen because I've heard the way I heard people talk. The way I heard people talk about this this election that's happening. You know, people, they can't see. They're like, they'll go, wow, there's all these problems in the city. I don't know what's going on, but they go, oh, let's just vote for the same person that continued those problems.
No, it's about liberalism, dude. They're all part of a cult. They can't vote for someone who's not a liberal. And the funny thing is, Spencer Pratt is a liberal. He's a fucking Hollywood rich kid. He's not saying anything that Republicans would say. So
no,
that's how deep this shit runs. It really is crazy. A lot of the problem is just coming down to women. People always like to blame white liberal women, but dude, it's all women. Women have to put on this pose that they're nice people. And so they will endlessly destroy society just to look okay in the eyes of other white women or other women, basically.
Right.
Dude, no one wants any of this shit around us. Like, what are you talking about? And that it really bothers me how people act like all the homelessness everywhere is normal. This is not normal, dude. Homeless women flashing my security camera multiple times is not normal. Think of how, like, this is outrageous. This fucking bitch has the nerve to just wander around flashing people's fucking security cameras and no one gets mad. No one says, cut her off. No one says, fucking shoot her in the back of the head, roll her in a carpet, and throw her into the LA River where she fucking belongs. She's a fucking net zero on society. She's a fucking burden.
Yeah.
Tired of it.
We just allow it. Let me play something that'll maybe make you feel better. I don't know. It's so.
Oh, this does make me feel better. This is really cool.
Yeah.
He's just chilling out, dude.
Yeah, there's a mountain lion in Santa Monica, which I didn't realize that there were, because of the hills, right? The Santa Monica Hills or something is right there. So I always forget how, like, LA is so weird in that it has, even though it's a sprawling city, it has all these weird, what do you call it? Ecological, different parts within the city.
Yeah, totally. And this is like this little manicured lawn is a perfect environment for this cat. He's like, I'm a jungle cat. Look at me. I'm back in my natural environment.
Look at how cool he is, though. It's a cool looking cat.
Beautiful animal.
It'll fuck you up if it catches you, but, you know, from inside a house, this is cool looking. But, yeah, I always forget, like, we're very close to nature, I guess, because, I mean, the ocean's right there, especially in Santa Monica, but I forgot that the hills are also, like, right there. And I agree with you. The people that live in this area, they just don't, they are for sure part of a cult or something, because they all say the same things, if you notice. And you go,
they never have a new argument. It's always the same fucking argument. And like a lot of this brainwashing doesn't work on people like you and me, but I assure you it works on Indians and brown people. Black people actually believe that they built the country and that they were here from the get-go. And they still believe white people brought them over here. And they still can't see. They can't see.
Even if you think you did, in 1812, the White House was burned down completely by the Canadians. Technically the British, but they were the Canadian British. They were still part of Britain back then. They burnt down the White House. So even if you had built it before, it is a completely different building now.
What a great point. Yeah. You didn't build anything. And by the way, those fucking sneaky Canucks, I hate them.
Yeah.
Fucking Canadians. They're getting their fucking just desserts now at their fucking White House is being overrun, so to speak.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just dealing with people, but I think I think this clip is a good example of like not everything we hate, but a lot of the things that we hate. See, I think it's coming up. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh.
Ah, you motherfucker! You son of a fucking bitch! Oh! Don't cry about it! Go Ah! Ah!
Faggot.
Ah! And you broke my fucking collarbone.
You okay?
What?
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. You can move my bike out of the way, though. My fucking phone, too.
Yeah.
I love watching them hit each other and hurt each other, losers.
It is
Jesus.
satisfying. So he didn't get an ambulance. I'm gonna. He's really annoying, but so he basically got a private investigator and found the guy to sue him.
I mean, that's impressive, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, he broke his collarbone, so I do understand why he was pissed about that. But
I'd be pretty angry. Yeah.
did the guy saying "go cry about it" is pretty that's pretty ballsy. You break a guy's collarbone and tell him to go cry about it.
Yeah.
Whatever. They don't need to be anywhere. I hate this. Like, why is there a special lane on the bridge for these faggots? And then what the dude was doing is that he rode his bike into the fucking walking lane, like they always goddamn fucking do. So
Every time.
It's very surprising you hit a guy on a bicycle and not just a pedestrian, because that's usually what happens. I hate them. I hate all of them. And every time I see them on their faggot bikes, I just think, you can't afford a car. Even riding public transportation is way cooler. I assure you that you can like meet a girl on public transportation. No girl's gonna talk to you when you're riding your little faggot mobile around.
Right.
Your bicycle built for two that only one guy got on because you can't even get a guy to come fuck you.
Put him on the pegs on the back.
Well,
like
Chris,
the 90s.
hey, can we wrap up a little bit early, a couple minutes early, so I can get to the liquor store before it closes?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. So yeah, I think that was a good spot to end. I hope all of you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good weekend as well. Thank you so much.
Please let me have a good weekend, please.
Yeah.
Give me one good weekend. All right. Thanks, Chris. Happy birthday to me, everybody.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Joseph. All right.
Thank
bye.
you.